Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Fair Chance Traders. Sorry I haven't posted much in the past few days. Been feeling a little under the weather, but starting to feel better now. Just want to say first things first, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, and this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. But let's get into it over the past few days with the SPY and everything. So, okay. Pull up the SPY right quick. Okay, today's the 5th. So the 4th, we came down leading into the 5th where we had a strong day today. My question is, can we push past today's high of 604, I think it's 604.38, to that 605 range? If we can, I see potential to work our way up to retesting up here again our highs. Now, that'd be over the course of probably tomorrow and Friday, depending on how things come out, if any news comes out, etc., etc. Now, if we hit that 605 and we fall down, I think there's a chance we could come back and retest almost 602. So just keep that in mind. Right now in after hours, it is up almost to that 605, so we are currently testing it in after hours. So we'll see if the pre-market and the morning open can actually hold that. So that's just something to keep on your radar. But if we fail at 602, there's a chance we'll probably come right back down to where we've had a lot of support right over here, that 600 range, probably 600 to the 598 range over the next 2 days. Today I want to talk about the IWM. IWM doing great, especially in the after hours, showing me a nice candle where it wants to go potentially, which is something we were looking forward to, testing all-time highs going this way. Yeah, got to test it. But we've had nice momentum building over the past few days after that sell-off with all the DeepSeek and AI, and then you had buyers come right back in. So are they going to carry on where they left off and continue that trend, or are sellers going to hit? So let's see. Price levels I'm looking into, which I think it says post-market. I think it said, let me just make sure. Yep, 229.92. Yep, right there. So I'm thinking if we can pass at 230.35, we'll say 230.35, hitting that 230.50, I think there's a chance for us to easily go for that 232 and then work our way stair-stepping. But it just depends on how the market goes. We'll see. If not, if we come to that 230 and we have a sell-off again, I think there's a chance we could probably come back down to almost to 228 to maybe 227 and see if we can catch buyers here. So just keep that on your radar there. NVIDIA. A lot of people do like NVIDIA. Let's look at NVIDIA right quick. NVIDIA, the same thing happened. We had the tariffs and everything sell off with the DeepSeek and tariffs news. But everything came right back up, got bought back up. Now, here's the question with NVIDIA. Will it go to want to test or not? That's the long-term question. I'm thinking, personally, with, we did have more buyers come in, more volume, which is key here. So that's telling me something. Can it carry over into tomorrow? So what I want to see is a little more volume stepping in and potentially us retesting towards that 125 to that 126 range. And if we hit there and have more buyers and sellers coming in and we could push to that 128, I think there's potentials for a testing of all-time highs again. Only if buyers step in, though. In after hours, it is down 27 cents, but up $6 today, so it did have a huge move today. So it could be, a little overbought a little bit. We got to see if buyers want to step in or if it's just going to be a smaller green day. So just keep that in mind. So hopefully the 125 to 126 range, we hold that. But there could be a chance we come back down, retest the 124. before going, even testing that, probably even 123 really. Might have, you know, a little higher high, lower low. So maybe going to that 123-ish range. Just keep that in mind. Just working its way. Could do that. Could just have another set of buyers coming in, giving us like a little bit of this. A lot can happen in news. You know, news can come out of the blue, and you never know. We're going to get into some of the more small caps. HOLO. A lot of people wonder about HOLO, especially with the whole Chinese New Year ending and everything, and the Chinese market's coming back open, so people are wondering. Well, ooh, after hours is back at that. Let's see, I can still show this. So let me click here. Well, let me click open the order book. But it is up 3 cents in the after hours. Nothing like crazy there, but for some people it could be. Question is, can we hold that 150? So I'm okay if we kind of just do this a little bit, but what I'm expecting is within the next week or so, hopefully by Friday, I'm expecting us to push up and retest that 160 again. And if we retest and hold and push past that 180, I think there's a chance for us to get to that 210. But there's a lot here, a big gap really. Just gaps right up, you know. So we got to be mindful there, you know. Can buyers step in enough this time to where, hey, we can push past here, go into that 210, and then go in for highs? Or not? But in the short term, let's say if it doesn't hold this 150, there is a chance we could probably come right back down. Zoom out a little bit. To that one. If we come down to almost 137, I say, there's a chance we could gap back down just slightly down to like 130. But there's a lot of buyers accumulating, tons of bids staying here, which is keeping me on the radar of it. You know, I'm constantly looking at the bids on it. You know, yes, they hit the bid, but how many bids were there at that price? You know, there was a lot of people saying there, hey, you know, I think it's still fair value. So that's something to keep on the radar. Next, MVIS. You know, obviously didn't have a good day compared to, you know, yesterday, but I think we're just getting started. Because, see, the buyers just stood right, it's crazy, in the very ending, get the buyers stepping right back in, boom, saying, ho. And I think that's, let's see, is that after hours that happened? Make sure. Was that after hours? Yep. No. That was, boom, yeah, right before market closed, boom, a small push, which is good because you see buyers stepping in again at the end of the day. Strong week, buyers didn't want it to get below here, so you do have buyers stepping in this gap, which is nice. Me personally, I'm thinking there is a chance for MVIS to retest that 160 again, and if we can push past there, we'll be working our way to 170 to 172. And then from there, we'll see if we can retake over 182, 183, and then work towards 190, hopefully pushing towards 2. Because we did get news about a week or two ago, I think, about MVIS getting a new price target upgrade to $2. So keep that in mind. That is in fruition, so something to note. Some people are expecting it, not everyone, but you know, it was another company saying, hey, price target upgrade, I think the company's good. And you know, it's always good to look into that. To get like market sentiment, I guess you could say, from different perspectives. But if not, if we can't hold this 155 to 160 range, I think we can come back down to almost retesting that 144 to 140 range. So we'll see how the market goes tomorrow if the buyers want to step in and really hold this stock. Now, I want to get into one other stock, and then we're going to get into the bread and butter. At least, interesting. Well, yeah. So BlackBerry. Yeah, I've been in this since $2.37. Boom. Right when it went all the way down here. Bloop. And it's been a beautiful ride. Beautiful ride. We already broke through the two areas I was looking at. So that's good. So now my new targets would probably be this. If we can hold this $5 range, you know, I'm not against if we come back down to that $4.90 range a little and, you know, play teeter-totter a little, maybe that $4.95, it may happen. But in the reality of it all, I'm thinking if we can hold a new base, right, we'll give it $4.98. Give it 2 cents. So right around here, boom, right there, $4.98. If we can hold in base here, I think our next area of resistance is going to be about that 530 area that we really need to look into. So we may have some movement here like this, like it's been doing. Could continue with some more buyers wanting to step in, etc., etc. You know, it is up 10% on the day. Nothing crazy in the after hours yet. But here's the thing with BlackBerry. You know, zoom out for a minute. Wow, that's crazy. I gotta. I can't even go that far back. Woo. We're gonna have to look at this on the. We'll look on this on the daily. We're gonna zoom all the way in from the. Okay. So right now, obviously, ooh, that was a gorgeous daily candle right there. Look at that. But if we go back, okay, here, you know, 445. Okay, we're at 5, so let's just look into that range. Okay. We hit about that 570 to 575 range. If we can pass that, anything can be possible for BlackBerry. If we can pass and hold that. But we first got to get there. So I'm hoping that BlackBerry holds steady. I'm cool if it does this for a week or two, you know, a week like it has been, you know, usually goes up. A little bit of consolidation, working its way up slowly. So it may, you know, work its way slowly like this to 520. And then, boom, has another good solid week sometime if it keeps that momentum. So we're slowly stair-stepping up, and that's something I like to note there. But at 5, we'll say the 525 to 530 range. Okay, right around here. If we can get there and cross over that and hold, that's something to look into. Now, if BlackBerry doesn't hold, like I said, I think that 490 range to that 480 range is where we're going to come back to. Maybe try to consolidate a little more. If not, we can come back even further down to this 460 range where we had some buyers. I'm thinking BlackBerry's been carrying so much momentum with buyers wanting to step in for. I mean, this has been a while. You know, this is months right here building up. I don't think people are just going to be letting go like that. So I think this has potential to keep going. It is proven that people are stepping behind it and buyers are there. Next, we're going to look at the GME. GME today, I just want to say, oof, talk about tough. If you're option holders, I understand it can be tough, but it is what it is. You know, that's why shares are, you know, the safer bet to keep in mind, especially for new investors. Like I said earlier, not financial advice, not financial advisor, entertainment, educational purposes only. But with GME, I do expect either two options. And it can happen really fast, who knows. One, I think we could come back down, retest to around that 24 to 2020, 24.22 range, because that is where we got buyers currently having bids at a little bit there, around that 23.80 to 24.20. There are buyers around there with bids. We may retest a little bit of a last gap and then work our way back up, but RSI has cooled off a lot, so Like it's very low, so that's something to keep in mind. So there could be bounces coming soon. But what I'm expecting for GME over the course is either down to probably at 24.60, then working its way back up to that probably 25.50 range by Friday, and then hopefully by next week working its way back up to that 27, 28 range. If some news comes out for it, maybe something else can help drive it. We'll see. If not, we'll see if we just play cat and mouse right here. We'll probably play cat and mouse for a week. Consolidate before move up. So we'll just see how that goes. And lastly, AMC. AMC had, a good, decent week coming back up. I mean, yes, rough right here, but it's got buyers coming back in the last 2 days. What I'm hoping is if we can hold over that 315 and push past to that 320, that's going to show me some movement is really coming. If we just push past that 315 and just hold it, I can see that buyers are here, but not like crazy. They're just holding the stock, holding it steady, basically. And that's nothing to get crazy on your radar currently. But if it pushes past that 320, going into the 325 range, then it's notable. Hey, okay, maybe more and more buyers are coming in, more price coming to it. So just something to keep on the radar. If not, I do think we could come back down, retest 310, and maybe even retest in 306 again. So just keep that in mind. They could push it back down below 3 one more time before a bounce. That's just something to keep on your radar. Other than that, that is about it. If you need any other advice or anything else, just leave a link or leave a message in the comments and let me know. Leave a like and subscribe. I will also probably do a separate video on crypto a little later on. But we'll see. I might have to post it tomorrow. But just keep me posted on some other things y'all want to learn. It is 8 o'clock. Let's see if anything crazy happens in the 24 hours for GME. Let's see. Anything crazy going on? Let's see. While we're speaking. Holy cow. Speaking of GME, look at that. What I tell you. Like, boom. Just, let's go on to Twitter, guys. We got to go on to Twitter live. We're going to do this live. Hold up. Okay. I bet you I know what it is. Let's see. Maybe. No? Interesting. Really? I am confused then. What caused that? I was expecting something like from maybe Roaring Kitty. Huh. No? So then, oh, okay. That's crazy. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. So that's crazy. See, glitches like that happen constantly with GME compared to any other stock. Boom, always happens with GameStop. Keep that on your radar. Something could be coming. Volume is getting lower and lower by the day. The average volume. What was today's volume? Right there at it, just about. I mean, it's lowering though. I mean, it used to be 11 million to. I mean, keep it on your radar. Sorry for the prolongness, but hey, leave a like and subscribe. Fair Chance Trader heading out.